Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics. But there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They're working that left side to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Coming after it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to the air one more time. The quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Give to the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
The ball squirts free. Scoops it up, still a live ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Power football with the run. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Judovsky. Intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Offense working from the pistol. On the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. First down here for the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Judovsky. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Huskies!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted!
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Avery.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Back to pass, it's Judovsky. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Reels it in down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that.
Going up top on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They keep attacking through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. On third down, he drops to throw. He finds his man. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. With the run on 1st and goal.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They
get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in on the left. Off he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, marching down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Smarty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 4 over Penn State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna run it. It's Dickerson. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Judovsky. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll keep it on the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Huskies are marching down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big dudes.
Fast motion from the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Huskies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Judovsky. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never in doubt. and that will extend their lead even further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Quick strike complete. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The defense uses the timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He's got him, and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team.